pop all that confetti. It's my time, so get ready. I've been working shit steady. It's on go, it's on Fendi. Split that pie with my brothers. Do it right for my mother. Since a youngin' a hustler. 1-1, there's no other. Push the star, that's my whip. Twin girls with my kids. Got it tatted on my ribs. Do it big, do it big. Fuck it, get it how you get it. Doesn't matter, go get it. This another slump session. Get respect, not attention.
Hey, yo, what's going down? I'm OD, and this is Slump Sessions, the show that is the culture. This episode is brought to you by Reneka App Builders. Shout out to Reneka App Builders. Head over to renekaappbuilders.com. Get you a website, get you an app, step your app game up. Also, links will be in the description below if you want to donate to the American Diabetes Association Kiss a Pig fundraiser. Right here, we got the pig. We out here sponsoring. Go donate. Help somebody in need, man. It's hard out here for people who like sweets. People who have diabetes out here, it's tough, man. A little money goes a long way. Also, Fish Scale 84. Head over to fishscale84.com. We got StewartZ and Pastor Keith in the building.
Yes, sir. What it do? What it do? What's good, everybody?
And we got family over here. This man right here.
My daughter's in the building, me and Olivia.
Hey, this man is a 100% dedicated to the art, dedicated to the craft, to the music. Not everybody would bring their kids up here.
Sometimes you gotta rap and mean what you really rap and live it.
Yes, definitely. Man, I'm glad to see the family out here matching pink, everything.
That wasn't on purpose.
That was on purpose. Don't let him lie to you. That was on purpose. He tried to get Pastor Keith to wear pink too, and
I wasn't having it.
He wasn't having it,
honestly. But he's repping. He got the hat on. Get some merch when you can.
Hey, we're gonna get into it, man. I gotta find out what is this, because I see you got it tatted on you.
I do.
You do big, not even small. It's big.
It's on my leg.
Yes.
It's called Wasted Talent Planet.
You know what? Maybe I should be prepared right now and actually pull out my notes. Everything's in my phone. Maybe I should get with the program. Okay, man. StewartZ, Pastor Keith. Let's start it out with who is StewartZ, man.
StewartZ is a 25-year-old from New York City living out in Houston, chasing his dream. A rapper, went to school for this, so I know how to mix. I know how to produce. And, now I'm just working with Pastor Keith, working on this new project.
So you actually went to school for music. Not a lot of rappers actually do.
I went to Queensboro Community College.
Hey.
So in Queens, shout out Queens, New York.
Shout out Queens. One day I will be out there. One day, I'll be out in New York.
Gotta get out there.
I gotta get out of Texas. I gotta get out of Houston. Hey, okay.
Turn it on.
So who is Pastor Keith, man? This guy's over here, Big Jack Swole. Looks like he hits the gym 2 times a day.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Pastor Keith here, 23 from Houston, Texas. I've been making beats for about 5 years now, producing, just trying to work with like local rappers and get my name out there, keep producing dope songs.
What got you into producing?
I was always kind of like more interested in the beats than the raps.
You never try to be a rapper?
Nah, man, I'm trash. I can write, but I can't rap. I'm actually really good at writing as far as like, just writing stuff and lyrics and poems and stuff like that. But I was always more interested in the instrument side of a song. Like I would always be like, dang, that's a dope beat. And sometimes like I don't even know the lyrics to a song. I just know the beat itself. So. You're
one of those guys like me who, instead of just listening to a song, sometimes I'll just go and get all the instrumentals and listen to that.
Exactly. I definitely used to do that.
So, man, you said you're from New York.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing out here?
These little ones you've seen on the screen are the reasons why I'm down here. Their mother really wanted to, I was doing bartending, doing a lot of things. Shout out Fish Scale. I was doing a lot of work and bartending, so I was working at nighttime. So I wasn't able to be a proper father out there and be a family man. So when I moved out here, I came out here because she needed help. Take care of twin girls is a lot.
That's not easy. That's definitely like 10 times harder than you writing a rhyme.
Facts.
Being a dad is not easy. But so that's dope. I mean, you did what you had to do. You came out here. You stepped up.
Yeah, stepped up. That's all you got to do. Sometimes you got to step up and execute. Take that shot. And if you miss, you miss. But if you don't take the shot, you don't know what you got.
So how long were you out there? All your life?
My whole life. I lived, raised, went to every school, high school, middle school, elementary school, college, and then at 24, I met Shorty at work. We met, and it ended up she got pregnant. When I was like, I want the family. I don't mind it. It ain't even gonna stop my dreams. It ain't gonna stop my passion. It's just gonna make me go harder.
Yeah.
And it does. And it pushes me every day. Now when I step in the booth, I gotta make sure I execute that rhyme. I don't double take, and if I gotta double take, I make sure I don't double take the next rhyme.
Definitely no double takes, man. I was in the studio the other day. Boy knocked out fucking.
We knocked out six records in 5 hours.
6 records in 5 hours, and all of them were good.
And everything is mixed down. We work hard for everything we do at when we work. Hey. Shout out All Day Camera Records.
Yeah, shout out to. I didn't get his name, but he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy.
Definitely.
He was. I like the studio.
Appreciate
There was good vibes out there. Y'all, man, putting together some good music.
Appreciate you.
So, New York, man. I don't know nothing about New York other than what I see on TV, other than what I hear in the music, man. How is it growing up there?
It's different. Right now, I mean, I'm from 1993. From 1993 to maybe 2006, things were a mess. Gangs, people just getting robbed, getting murked. It's just like how it is in LA, It's a lot of crazy things going down. A lot of people, and then from 2006 and now, it's just gentrified. It has changed. Brooklyn has became a borough that's where everybody's at, and
it's like a hip thing.
It's a hippie thing now.
I heard it was like
hipsters.
A bunch of hipsters. Took over Brooklyn, man. I think I was reading something about that the other day.
They're out here too.
Yeah.
Shout out the hipsters, man. Shout out gentrification. It's good for communities.
So I mean, growing up out there, man, 93. That was like one of the golden eras.
Hip hop.
Yes.
Shout out Tupac.
Man.
Biggie Smalls. Bad Boy Entertainment.
So you were young at that time, but how was it like around there,
I mean, I got into music because of my uncle. My uncle would start playing Tupac or Biggie or Jay-Z in the crib. I was in my grandma's house. He started just playing a lot of music, and I'm just like, this ain't in sync. Bye, yeah. It's bye. And we just started bumping, and I started writing at a young age, maybe like 8 years old. Started writing, reading a lot, trying to just educate myself in this.
That's cool that you were around at that time. Like that's
I tried to start singing at first, but I realized that I wasn't a singer.
I mean, for being an artist, like that was a pinnacle time to be, especially in New York, man. That's crazy. What's the main difference like between New York and coming and being here in Houston?
You can get around anywhere you want on a train or a bus. Being in Houston, you need a car.
Yeah.
So dealerships is winning out here.
I mean, everybody's walking and shit out there.
We just walk in there, you can cry in the middle of the street. Nobody cares because everybody's going through something out there,
Everybody's got somewhere to be.
It's time based, you don't know what's going to happen next out there, man. It's crazy.
Man, so being in New York, how it was in such a great time in hip hop, and being here in Houston, both have their space and music, and Houston has its own culture. How have you adapted, that into the music and stuff of
a lot of chop and screw? As you could, he was in the studio the other day, and I'm like, yo, forget my voice, just chop and screw that. I think that's really something cool. Sometimes people want to rhyme so fast they forget, just slow it down. It's not really about how fast you could rap. It's about your content, which is your subject. What are you talking about? Are you trying to motivate somebody, inspire them, or are you just trying to talk shit and get money?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, just hearing your music the other day, you can see that you adapted really well to the Houston sound. You've only been here for what, a year?
About to be 2 in June.
2 years. You adapted really well, and you're bringing all these different elements into your music.
Yo, what's crazy is like I was 21. I'm 25 right now. At 21, I begged my mom. I was like, yo, Mom, send me out to Houston. I want to be in Houston. And it's crazy. It's like, it's true. Whatever you put out to the universe, it'll come back. That energy you put out, it'll come back. So if you want something, put it out to the universe. Don't keep it to yourself.
What about you, Pastor Keith? How do you bring, different elements into stuff and stuff into your production?
I think you just have to be a student to music and rap in general. the more diverse like your music selection and music taste is, the more diverse and interesting your music turns out to be.
What are some of like your influences and stuff, and how do you come up with a beat and stuff? What are some of your influences?
Oh, man. So many different ways. I could just be like at work doing something like mundane, and I just hear something in my head and pull out my iPhone and like record me humming it and then translate it to the software. But it's just growing up, my parents listened to a lot of Motown and like old school oldie music. So in my opinion, like that's the greatest kind of music, and you can learn so much from that. So I just try to take that, put it with new sounds, mix it with a whole bunch of different vibes, and come out with some dope stuff.
That's dope. What are some of your influences? And
I mean, like he be coming over and I'd be like, yo, just play a beat, just make me inspired. Like let's say like that intro record. I was like, yo, I want for Slump Session, I want something that's hype. I want to give them something that people are just gonna be like, bumping. And then when it comes to like some of my other work, I'm like, yo, I want people to feel me. I want it to come from my soul. So if it's gonna be a turn up beat or something, I want that bass to hit. So when I speak, that it hits right back. And, when I want another record, when I just want them to hear me out. It's just like, all right, just keep it low. Don't have that bass too crazy. Let me talk. Right.
That comes with experience of being able to just hear anything and make something out of it.
It's just speak your mind.
Yeah. So, like, music-wise, what are some of your influences and stuff?
Yo, I love Pac. I love Jay, Drake, Kanye. I love them all. I'm not gonna say I don't discriminate on any rapper. Eminem was a huge. Actually, some people tell me sometimes I sound like him. I'll be like, I'm cleaning up my closet.
Right.
Man, so I want to ask you, what are you Mexican or?
Nah, they are though.
Okay, yeah, because I hear you speaking Spanish.
Yeah, they speak. I'm Ecuadorian. I got Dominican in me. I got Turkish in me. I'm American first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Hispanic. I got a lot of Latino blood in me running through my veins.
Because I also, that last song you put out, the Everybody, has a lot of Latin feel to it.
So we sampled Celia Cruz.
Okay.
One day I just hit up Pastor. I've been hitting up for a couple of weeks. I was like, yo, I really need a Spanish record. So I'm like, I can't sing Spanish and sound good, but what if I have the beat that sounds good? So we just like, yo, look this artist. So he's like, I don't know any Spanish artists. So,
I didn't know anything at the time. I was like, where do I even start?
Celia Cruz was the banger.
Yeah, man, we found that, flipped that sample, put some nice drums on it, and the record came out really good.
Man,
shout out Lopez, by the way. She's on the record. Imani and everybody, that squad and that party from out there too.
Hey, yeah, shout out Lopez. I saw her performing at I think it was at the Houston Indie Fest. She was doing the open mic that was there, and she killed it.
Yeah. Shout out Lopez. She
definitely
knows how to rap. I give her that.
Does.
She's confident on the mic, so I got to give her that, definitely.
She's definitely confident on the mic, man. She knows what she's doing. And I was crazy to see y'all two on the track together.
When I met her there is when I got her on the track. After I heard her spit, I'm like, yo, Pastor, this girl, she's going to be on it. I was like, I already had all the lyrics written and everything. I was like, I know what I want. But I was like, if I put a female that's Hispanic on it, people are going to love it. And instead of looking for a Hispanic girl that's like, yo, she's fire, I look for a girl that can rap. And that's what I look for.
First and foremost.
Yeah, I mean, the music comes first.
Exactly. Sometimes people are just looking for looks and for an image. I'm like, nah, I want the real. I want the gutter. I want that.
She's real with it. So, I mean, you have your kids here with you today. How has that really kind of changed you? You were rapping back in New York, right?
Yeah. I'm on my 5th or 6th project now. Yeah. I took a hiatus for a minute. They actually inspired me to get back in the studio when I found out she was pregnant. I was like, yo, I can't stop myself. Like I've been good. I've been working hard. So that's really how it happens. Having my children change me from hanging out on the street from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. to like, all right, I got a certain amount of time I could be on the street, but I can't be there all the time. I got priorities now. I got daughters. I got to make sure my bills paid. I live by myself. I got to help out the mother of my daughters. I got to help out my mom. My mom helps me out. Thank God. Shout out my mom for real. I know she's going to be watching this. She watches all my content. I'm my biggest fan. That's a main
real.
thing.
That's important.
You got to have your family to have a lot of support. That's your most important people. Your best friends, man, they ain't not always going to support you. A stranger might support you first.
Facts.
That's real. And it definitely goes a long way to have such a strong backing behind you, because if your family's not supporting you, that's hard.
That's a fact, man. Like, you know, off rip, your friends are gonna be like, "You rap?" Like, I know you. I know all your intimate secrets. Like, they ain't gonna take you serious. But when you have your mom or your uncle or somebody like, "All right, just keep doing it. Like, don't stop. You might suck today, but in a year from now, if you keep doing it, you're gonna get better." So that's what I said that in the booth. I was like, it's really about walking in there with confidence and knowing what you're saying is true, or even if you line it with that rhyme, make sure you feel it so other people can feel it. Because if you can't feel it, nobody's gonna feel you. So
you speak a lot about of actually living what you write, like, and rhyme and stuff. How important is that in music? You know, to actually be true to yourself, because you see a lot of people out here nowadays.
I mean,
speaking
the majority.
Yeah,
I think it's long term. No, you guys. What are you thinking? You think it's short term, you're gonna blow up, but how long you gonna last? You know, if you think long term, you're building a legacy, you're building an empire. You know, I'll sign and might get that advancement and kind of maybe sell out somewhat, but that'd be at this point because I'm 25 and I don't want to be 30 years old, still saying I rap and just, you know, still on the local scene. Nah, man, you gotta know what you're doing.
That's crazy that you talk about that, like not being, you know, 30 and being on the local scene. What steps do you think artists can take to actually...
You can start with this one.
I think it's really important to, like, build a team, whether that be a producer, a photographer, a videographer, someone that knows...
A team goes a long way.
Exactly, like someone that has connections. Like, if you're doing it by yourself, yeah, that's possible, but it's so much easier when you have, like, a group of talented people surrounding you that have the same goal as you. You can get there 10 times faster.
That's true.
Yeah, team. Again, confidence. You gotta, your own back will be your own biggest critic, and have people to support you, man. Like, you can't do it all by yourself. I don't care what nobody tells me. Nobody does it by themselves in this world. You can't. It's so hard. You gotta, to get out of that little local scene, you gotta go network with somebody, and you don't have to be friends with him, but start a good relationship with that person, you know. And you never know what anybody could take you. You know, being good and being humble, that could take you a long way in this world.
Yeah, and I see it a lot. Like, some people can have the best music, but good personality, good, you know, people skills goes a long way.
That's a fact.
Being able to just talk to somebody, and that's crazy, because especially nowadays in like social media days and stuff, everything is so
off numbers and likes and followers.
Yes,
I got 800 followers. Go follow me, by the way. StewartZ, StewartZ.
Yeah, go follow him, man.
Yeah, this is a fact. It's like everybody wants to judge off that, so they're like, oh, they see this link and they're like, I'm not gonna follow it because he don't got followers. But that don't mean my content's trash.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about the other day, of people buying followers.
Oh yeah, right. Don't buy your followers.
No,
I don't care what you're telling me, how lit you look. You cannot have 30,000 followers and only 15 likes and 2 comments.
No, you can't.
And bots, sex bots and shit. Shout out to sex bots.
Hey, shout out to the sex bots out there.
Stop DMing me, please.
Stop trying to follow me on Facebook. I'm not gonna. I don't want to watch that. But no, yeah, we were talking about that, and it's crazy because I'd rather have somebody come onto the show. I'd rather talk to somebody that has 800, 500 real followers, real fans, than 13,000, 20,000 fake fans.
Yo, it's crazy.
Because, I mean, you say you have 800 followers, but that's 800 real people that fuck with you.
And it's really I feel like that whole buying followers and likes and stuff is really like your own emotions playing tricks on you. Because the only reason you're buying it is because that next person, it was like, yo, you can't blow up because you don't got nothing. You know, you're nobody. And it's like, nah, you don't need that. Just take one day at a time, yo. Just keep at it. Don't stop.
Yeah, and I mean, numbers come with consistency, come with content,
putting out great content,
putting out great music. You're gonna get the fans
little by little. Yes,
every show that you do, everything that you do, you're gonna come away with 1, 2, maybe 10, 20 fans.
And you got to get that budget up. Get
Yeah,
your budget up. Get your money right.
Invest in
Stack
yourself.
up. Stop smoking weed all day. Stop fucking drinking all day. Stop sipping lean. invest, man. Stop going out and eat at Chick-fil-A every other day, yo. Cook yourself some.
Chick-fil-A.
I shout out, my girls love Chick-fil-A, but they give that free ice cream and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
But save up your bread and get it right.
That's a lot of people want to be rappers until they realize that it's not just so easy. You got to pay the producer. You got to pay.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to put this out on air. Yo, Pastor Keith has been blessing me for 2 projects now. Like, we literally just been working off vibe, and like, thank God, I have a crazy work ethic. So Pastor Keith has blessed me with beats because I haven't gave him a dime.
Hey, but that's the relationship that y'all have. Y'all
Exactly.
y'all gonna win together.
Exactly. That's my big. That's what I tell him. Like,
It's
yo,
long term. I don't care about.
You can get the money for but that's gonna come and go.
but I
Yeah,
paid for
exactly.
beats, and them shits is expensive.
Oh
yo.
yeah,
Like,
but that's crazy because people, they want to be rappers until they have to pay for the producer, pay for an engineer,
Time, yeah.
pay to get it mixed and all that stuff, and it adds up. Like you said, man, you gotta have the right budget for it.
Most definitely. But when you think about it, like, it's gonna be worth it. Like, the more money, the more effort you put into your music and your sound, the better it comes out, and the more fans and the more successful you'll be. So it just makes sense to invest in yourself. There's no excuse for it.
Yeah, I'm really big on investing on myself. I spend a lot of bread. Every music video is like $500 to $1,000, maybe $2,000. Last video, that everybody video, just that house was like $900. It was like, yeah, where we coming out with this? But when you want something, go after it. Don't stop. Don't let nobody ever tell you can't do it.
That video was dope too.
Appreciate it. Shout out Barf, another
shout out
person,
Barf.
Houston
Video,
guy, man.
shout out to Barf. That whole green screen effect that he
kills
did,
it with that
God,
green screen. Yo, it's
that
crazy.
was ridiculous.
Yeah,
that really brought the whole video together.
Most definitely.
But man, yeah, get your budget right, and there's so much stuff on the back end of becoming an artist.
Dealing with people.
Oh.
Dealing with booking agents, and then everybody wants you to pay for a show, and it's like, I understand that, but it's like, yo, let a nigga live. Like, listen to me before you're like, oh, because then you get like 1,000 artists at one show. People don't know how to perform.
They don't.
People like they're not there yet. I'm not gonna say they suck. It takes time, and so you need to know when it's your time to perform. You don't got nobody to sell tickets to, but you're out here paying for it. What's the point? Like, you want to win.
It's crazy whenever there is like 30 people on a bill, man. Like,
Holy cannoli.
Everybody gets like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had do a couple. He actually don't like that.
I hate
don't.
that shit, bro. Oh my
And
God.
it goes from like somebody's getting off stage. Okay, where's so and so, man? We need so and so to the stage. And
Yeah, for sure. Yo, shout out Breezy. Even though she has a million artists, she's putting on for the scene. And I gotta say that because I wouldn't be here at Slump Sessions if it wasn't for her, because I met you there.
I met you at the Indie
so
Fest.
she's giving us a scene out here. So shout out Breezy and everything she's doing.
Definitely. Shout out to Breezy. Shout out to everybody who actually just puts on for the scene out here. Because
Facts. Every city, not just H-Town, but every city. Thank you for giving artists and creatives out here an opportunity.
it's crazy how much talent there is. You go to those shows and
You see
talent
you'd be
everywhere,
surprised.
and it's the perfect place to network. Like, I met you there. I met all of y'all there.
facts, except the girls, but
No, yeah, I didn't see them there. Definitely not. I didn't see them there. Don't get the wrong idea. This guy's a good father out here. Yeah, so we were kind of just talking about like the money and stuff that comes into the back end, but okay, we're
Let me get your phone, bro. You guys want to say something? Say what's your name? What's your name, Mia?
Say what's up.
Dígale tu nombre. No? ¿No quieres hablar?
no, they won't talk. They're shy.
Yeah, they're shy right now. This is their first interview.
They're gonna be stars too one day.
Oh yeah.
That's something that me and their mother always talk about. If unfortunately I don't make it to where my plans are in life, they're gonna be the ones. That's a fact. And even if I do make it to where I'm at, they still gonna shine.
Oh yeah, for sure. So let's just kind of talk about, man, the Wasted Talent Planet.
Wasted Talent Planet. That's my
Okay.
brand. That's what I'm pushing. So, basically, Wasted Talent Planet is, we're in a world right now. It's called Earth. we're in a world where there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of people that are also wasting it. So it's like wasted talent planet, you know?
Mm.
It's something simple. I got it from the Bronx Tale. You ever heard of wasted talent? The worst thing in life is wasted talent. Stop doing that.
But that's crazy because that kind of just what we were talking about, how there's so much talent in the city and you see it all there. But a lot of these people,
they don't want to put where they talk, but they don't put where the money's at. They don't put the
work in.
Yeah.
So the wasted talent. So how did you kind of come up with that, and how'd you get it to become an actual brand?
Wasted talent was so my first project. I was 18 years old, 17 years old. I got my fast food check. I'm going to college. You know, they sent me like 2-3 G's. That was hype, and you know, I started loved the Bronx Tale from the get go, and I just came out with a project called Wasted Talent, and it was trash, but I was like, you know, I like that name.
Was it really trash though? It
wasn't trash. It was just I had horrible equipment. I recorded myself in a closet or in a bathroom, and I just kept pressing R. It was just, if you're really about it, if you're grinding, you're going to go get it, you know, no matter how you got to get it. And I was just trying something. That was the first time I actually worked on a project. So I was like, I freestyled a lot of it, by the way. So it's just like, and I was horrible. I was like, whatever, but I learned and I grew from that. But then I was like, I want to really brand myself. And I was like, Wasted Talent Planet, that sounds fire. Nobody's ever said that. I Googled it, I was like, nah, this is real. And I was like, and I'm still working on another thing too. It's called Via Mia. But yeah, Wasted Talent Planet came straight out of that. Just a project that became a brand, and it's a clothing brand as well. You see the hat again. That's the hat. Hit me up if you need any merch. We got hoodies, shirts coming out, pants coming out, shorts coming out soon.
I like it. I like that logo, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, having a brand, how important is that to an action, like to being an artist?
I mean, that's what I'm pushing my music out through. I don't put my music out just like, oh, StewartZ or something. Yeah. I put it out through Wasted Talent Planet, and 100% of that earnings is mine. I use an egregor where puts that music on Apple Music or Tidal, but at the end of the day, that music is going distributed through Wasted Talent Planet. It's already been worked on for like, I've had it since I was like 21, 20. I got every LLC'd and everything. Damn. So, you know, it don't got a crazy budget on it yet, but it's there and it's mine.
And that's something that you know, that's always going to be yours.
I can randomly do whatever I want. If, you know, one day some millionaire's like, I want that, I might just sell that, flip it on that 50-cent vitamin water, you know?
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, get that bread. But so what are like future plans? Do you ever plan on making it like a label or?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on with the whole Via Mia thing. But I'm thinking about different names. I just want to pick the right name because I don't want it to be a hood name, or I don't want something that's just gonna. I want it to be, so you know, No Limit was a fire name, Rockefeller fire name, Bad Boy fire name, Death Row fire name. Something that's gonna elevate. I don't want it to be standard or regular.
Yeah.
So, but damn, shorty,
she thirsty.
Thanks. Apologize.
No, it's cool. It's all right, man. I know how it is.
Oh yeah.
So man, let's talk a little bit to you.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Let's talk about, you know, let's talk about production. I don't get a lot of producers in here.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of producers like to play like what's the word? Kind of like the background, you know, which I'm fine with as well. But like, I feel like the best producers really are at the forefront with their artists. They're like connected with their artists. They're like in touch with their artists. Because if you're just emailing beats to somebody, you know, there's no connection there. There's no rapport. Like the music doesn't sound as good as it would if you were.
We literally link up.
Yeah, we
link up and I start saying random shit.
Email,
it's like that Kanye Jay-Z.
Exactly.
Yeah, we do that.
You got that 40 and Drake, you know.
Yeah. Since I got my own place now, like I'm just living on my own with my roommates. My roommates support the shit out of me. So I just be like, yo, Jay's coming over, you know, Jeremy's coming over, Pastor Keith's coming over. We just get working.
Like I said, it's one thing to just email a beat, but it's another to actually go to the studio and be there for the whole process, you know, because the producer's half of the song.
Yeah, so. And like you don't have to be there. That's what the crazy part is. Like the other day, you were there at the studio for the whole time. You don't have to be there, but you give a lot of input, and he takes your input a lot, and that's what. That, you know, shows in the music because it comes together whenever you have the producer and you have the rapper and the producer's able to say, hey man, maybe you need to do another take.
Right.
Yeah,
and
that.
Yeah. And
I always ask. I'm like, yo, I even asked you. I was like, yo, what you think? Because it's like, I want people to be in the studio not bullshitting, because people have a lot of people in the studio bullshitting. But if you're in the studio and you're actually paying attention to what I'm doing, even if you're bored, be like, all right, we're working, we're being creative. We're not just sitting here smoking and drinking all day. I smoke a lot. Don't get me twisted. I'm smoking all the time when the girl's not around. But I'm always staying on my grind. I don't just smoke to go to sleep. I smoke so I can go write a rhyme, or I could go spit that correctly, unwind myself. And if you're gonna be in the studio, make sure you're creative. Don't just be
don't just be
time.
In the corner, taking up space. Have input, have something to say, help out.
I think that's dope whenever you're able to give constructive criticism to somebody and they actually take it and they input it and they, because some people don't like to.
People can't take criticism.
Artists, especially, everyone's sensitive about what they create, and sometimes they don't want to hear a criticism. How can
you get better if you're not? When you go to school, how do you get better? By learning, because somebody's telling you something, somebody's teaching you a method of something. So let somebody tell you something, and don't just be like defensive about it. Just listen to it and digest it, and then execute.
Right.
Speaking of school, how was it going to school for music?
Yo, it's fun. I mean, I got this professor, shout out Professor Jackson, he's the reason why I'm at it, because he said 5 years from now I'll be working at a laundromat. he said that to all his students. He'd be like, this isn't for everybody, and it isn't. Just like acting isn't for everybody. Entertainment isn't for everybody. You have to be strong inside. You have to push yourself. It's self-motivation, media. All this is yourself. You put yourself on. Nobody puts you on, and school was just something that I never liked school, but I was there and I was learning. And then at the end of the day, I was on my last semester to get my bachelor's, and I dropped out just to get money. And, I got money, but I wish I would have had that little degree, just that little piece of paper, just to put it for my mom. Here you go, Mom. I don't give a fuck. I have this high school diploma. It's somewhere lost. I don't know where it's at. I didn't even know I was going to graduate high school, but I think that education is important for everybody out there. Make sure that your children or yourself is educating yourself, whether you're reading a book or you're going to take a class.
It's crazy that you say that, because I used to, whenever I was in school, I don't need this.
Facts.
I used to, nobody needs school. But then I had my kids and I was like, whoa, you can't miss school. You got to go to school.
Facts.
Yeah. You can, I never wanted to go to school, but now that I have kids, it's like, it kind of changes your perspective on
priorities that we were speaking about earlier.
It changes your perspective on a lot of different things that I used to think were cool, and not going to school and stuff. And
hookies. Now you have a kid and you like, damn, my little guy gonna do that too.
Damn. I know she's gonna be skipping school.
Yo.
I know how it is. It's tough, man. But that having that degree and stuff, do you think it helps, or you learned everything?
I think that you should find opportunity. If you don't have opportunity from the beginning and you can't start at entry level somewhere that you're gonna grow, you're kind of going to be stuck without a degree, because you're kind of just going to be flipping jobs every once in a blue. You're going to be making $10, no more than 15, and then it's like it's kind of annoying if you're not pushing yourself. I always tell people, take the extra mile, give somebody, go extra mile for somebody or something, because you never know what it's going to bring out. If you don't do nothing, then you're going to be stuck, and you don't want to be an average person making $10, $15 an hour and be home and be upset. I want you to be happy. I'm pushing happiness for people, So if you like that, for all means. But if you want to educate yourself, go to school. Get yourself a degree so you can get a better job. You don't gotta be stuck 40 years old making $10 an hour. Make 30.
That's facts. Did you go to school? Did you go to college?
I didn't go to college. I kind of want to study engineering, but after I graduated, I was just kind of interested in music and entrepreneurship. So it just wasn't for me at the time.
It's crazy that you say entrepreneurship, because a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs. A lot of people want to be the businessman, but don't know
the business.
But don't know the business.
It's hard.
It's very hard.
I invest so much money into my stuff. It's like I got to pay that, and then I got to take care of the girls, and it's like I'm left with nothing to eat. But it's like, if I don't do it, nobody's gonna do it for me. So that's what a part of being a businessman is. You got to sacrifice.
Growth comes with like growing.
Anything comes with sacrifice. It's hard being broke. It's hard being rich. Pick one.
Didn't you put something?
I posted that because I thought that was real. Like it's hard.
It's hard being broke. It's hard being rich.
Yeah. Pick one. Choose one. Like who you want to be.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's very true though. That's very true. You gotta. People want to get it, but don't
want to put in the hours. You don't want to drive an hour to go to work. Why not? You can sit 8 hours at home doing nothing, watching Netflix. You can't even afford Netflix. It's $10 a month.
They keep upping the price on Netflix.
Exactly.
They
Hulu
do.
up, you know, like
Damn.
you
Netflix
want
is
things,
trash.
you gotta go and get it to get it.
Definitely. Man, I think right now would be a good time to shout out to the sponsors. Let's take a little break. Let's shout out the sponsors. Once again, fishscale84.com.
Fish scale.
Hey, head over to fishscale84.com and links will be in the description to, what is it, main.diabetes.org/go-to. It's all going to be down there if you want to donate to the American Diabetes Association Kiss a Pig fundraiser. We got the pig here representing for everybody. Hey.
If you can help somebody, help them.
Yes, if you can help somebody, help them. Shout out to Reneka at Builders. She's doing this. She's doing, a lot of things for the community. She's really pushing hard for diabetes and the whole fundraisers and everything. Shout out to her. If you need websites, if you need apps, go to her. If you need social media marketing, she does it all, man. Shout out to Reneka at Builders. Head over to renekaappbuilders.com. Links will be everything in the description, man. Again, we got Pastor Keith. We got StewartZ. Killing the game right here. Then Jay-Z, we got Kanye.
I mean, if he starts rapping, that'd be crazy,
Hey.
right?
Hey,
Nah.
If you do,
I think Pastor Keith can do it.
I'm gonna be getting back into production soon. I've been telling.
Okay.
I went to it and I have I have a native instruments and everything. I have the keyboard. I got the machine at the house. I made beats and then it's just like I took a whole hiatus. And then I got this guy here, and it's like, damn, now it's like I'm inspired. I want him to come to the studio, to my crib now, and start working on sessions and helping him make a beat again.
Yeah.
Hey.
Like right now, I just put input, but as far as like making the beat, he does that all, and I want to be in there too now. Maybe we could do a combo or something,
That would be fire.
I tell you what, if you make a beat, I'll rap on that shit.
That'd be fire. Yeah, I heard that first.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to put that up so everybody can hear that.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna go home and start working on that.
Oh man.
You're gonna start
I'm
working on
definitely
that.
start working. I gotta get a desk. I just moved into my new spot a month ago, but I'm definitely gonna get that desk. And when I do, Pastor B, you know what's up, man.
Pastor Keith, how did you come up with that name?
Oh man.
Because your name's not even Keith.
No, it's not. My name is actually Jeremy. But I just saw this meme online one day, and it was kind of like a screenshot of a text message conversation. And the text was from somebody named Pastor Keith, and they were just saying some wild shit. So I was like, damn, I'm going to call myself Pastor Keith.
713.
713, follow me.
Hey.
And at first, I didn't really like the name. I was like, dang, I just kind of want to go by my real name. But it grew on me after a while, and I like it now.
Pastor Keith, I like it.
Yeah.
It's kind of different,
cool.
you know?
It is.
It's like Pastor Keith.
That's different. It brings, I don't know, something. There's something about it I like.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Hey,
I'm trying to get a tag, so I don't know what. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you come up with? How are you gonna do that? You gonna get a girl to do it, or?
That's so played out. I don't know. I want to do something creative with the pastor theme. So
Maybe you should get an actual pastor to do it.
yeah, like scream or some shit.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty dope.
Preaching.
Yeah. Make it sound like it's coming into a congregation or something.
Yeah, man. Something like that.
Pastor Keith. Hey, I'll do it for you right there.
There you go.
This guy got me in the booth the other day. Got me all nervous and shit.
Got him in the booth and he executed.
You got it first try.
First
That
try.
was- that
like I
was-
said, no double takes. He got it on the first try.
Hey, y'all are gonna have to hear this project whenever he drops this one, man.
It's called NY to H Town, man. It'll be dropping third or fourth quarter in 2019. The latest 2020 first quarter.
Man, it's gonna be good. It's long too, cause I want to get into the music a little bit, okay? Cause you said 5 projects.
Yeah, first was Wasted Talent, then A Queen's Tale, Live a Little Better, If I Die Later Today, and Living Better. So what is that? 4 or 5?
That's 5. Yeah,
5, so we're on my
I think
6.
I listened to the last 3 you put out.
Yeah. That probably most of the people because
Yeah.
the first one can't really be fine. I used to sell them, like literally go on the bus and people would buy it off me too. That's crazy too. So that's the only you can find that, and the other one you can find on SoundCloud.
Okay. See, I checked SoundCloud. Maybe I heard it. I don't know. I heard a lot of your music though.
Old. Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate you.
You got a lot to go through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a big catalog.
That's good though. I mean,
Yeah, it is. So when I do blow up, and people won't just be like he's a one-hit wonder. He's been working hard for a while.
Real projects.
He didn't talk bullshit. And people don't want to listen to real shit. People want to listen to bullshit half the time. Everybody wants something that's watered down. Being real, people, it's hard to like take that.
Yeah. How do you think you've grown from between all these projects?
I think every project I definitely have grown from that wasted talent. That's when I realized I need to go straight to a studio. I can't
be in this closet no more.
I can't be in this closet. So I used to shout out A5, shout out Woodhaven, shout out Jamaica Queens. They really helped me out a lot. Shout out Fred, man, in Whitestone. We just spent a lot of time in there. That's for a Queen's Tale during college. Don't fight over that, girls. And then, we started with that, and then it was like, oh, okay, a Queen's Tale. They came up, dropped that June 2014. Took a hiatus from music. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna happen. Then I'm like, yo, but I'm getting money now. Like, it's really all about the money. So then I grew, learned, and I'm like, I don't want to rap. I want to be a little harder. So I did a Live a Little Better, which actually the name comes from Left Rack City. They have a slogan called Live a Little Better. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I like that because
no one had your girls on the cover.
That was when the girls were born.
Okay.
I worked on that. That's where I got inspired while they were being growing in the womb. Then I dropped If I Die Later Today with him. He helped me out with that. Actually, no, that's when we started being cool.
Yeah,
that's when we started being cool. And shout out Fourth Quarter in Canada, by the way. He helped me out with If I Die Later Today. And then I finally got on Living Better, which is part 2 to Live a Little Better. And then now we're working on a new project called NY to H-Town.
Man, that's a catalog right there.
Yeah,
definitely.
Especially, that's not a long span of between those. You're dropping those pretty consistent. You dropped
a year
2
and a half.
Yeah, you dropped 2 in what,
6 months,
17 or something.
2018.
2018
dropped
2.
One in June and one in December.
Damn, how is it with that grind of writing and then recording and then trying to put it out?
I mean, I've been writing since I was a little kid, like just writing songs or something. So I love to write. So I'm always inspired. That's why, you can check his text messages, be like, yo, all right, did you get anything new? I'm kind of bored here. I be hitting up my other friends that are producers, but they don't even care about producing. So I be hitting him up straight up. And it's just like, I love to write. I love to freestyle. When I'm alone, when I'm alone in the room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and I'm always writing.
Damn. Okay, so yeah, we were talking a little bit about your catalog you have of music.
Big catalog. We got a big catalog.
Big catalog, and
so check that out. We on everywhere. We on Tidal. We on Google Play. We on Apple Music, Spotify. Just put in StewartZ and you'll find me easily.
Stewart, and it's StewartZ all together, right?
Yeah, StewartZ.
Okay, I always thought there was a space in between.
There could be. So I have 2 profiles, but either way you can find me. There's nobody else that's just putting StewartZ. Like, who the fuck wants that name?
And that's your real name?
Yeah, Stewart is my name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why the Z?
My last name is Zambrano. My other last name is Zamora. So it's
so that is really your name. Yeah. StewartZ. Yeah. And why did you want to go with your real name and not like?
I feel like most like phenomenal artists are like they go by their real name. Even Eminem was literally going by his name, just put it by initials.
Yeah.
Cole, J. Cole is going by Kendrick. Kendrick is really his name. Lamar's not his name, but Kendrick is. I think a lot. I think that's cool. I'm really being me. Nipsey didn't do it, but it's because that was his nickname. But I also used to go by StewartZ.
Oh, okay. That's another one that I think I found you on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, StewartZ, and then I was like, you know what? I just keep StewartZ as like my K dot thing.
Isn't that how you can find you on SoundCloud? I think.
I'm StewartZ on SoundCloud because I don't upload anything. It's just the old things.
Yeah, you did, because I even went to your profile and I was like, he still got that. He's from New York on here.
Yeah,
it still got Queens in there. I was like, well, that has to be him then.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
That's dope. I mean, going by your real name and stuff.
Yeah, just being me. That's how. 100% I'm doing it. Like if you ain't fuck with me right now, you just gonna catch up later, because you're gonna eventually find a record that I'm making, and you're gonna be like, this is dope, and he's actually being him.
I think it's gonna come on this next project.
God willing, God blessing.
You said you're gonna be doing like 15 songs.
This is the LP. This is gonna be the real
This is the real deal.
This is the real deal. I'm not gonna say debut album or nothing like that, but it's an LP. It's gonna be 100% more than what you've gotten before. I've given no more than 10 to 11 tracks before. This one I want 15 to 20 tracks.
15 to 20 tracks. That's a lot, especially nowadays you're getting these 7-track albums, 8 tracks, and
Shout out Kanye.
yeah. I mean, how is it, going into something for so long term that you're going to be putting that many?
I feel like I need to finally get that buzz up. Like, I'm 25, turning 26 in a couple of weeks. It's like Jay-Z, this is where he was at this point.
It was 26, I think it was 27.
This is where Nip was at. This is
Yeah.
where Cole was at. This is where Kendrick was at again. M was at this point. So it's like
I think M was 27 whenever he dropped his.
the Infinity.
Yeah.
This is the time for a person that is, or artist or entertainer that is like, I want to be me. I'm giving 100% to the people. This isn't just about myself. This is where I've grown that much.
And I think some of the artists that last the longest in the game, they have the longest standing, record out there, come a little bit later at like 27. The people
50.
Yeah, the people who come in 16, 17 years old, I feel like they fade out.
Only a few of them, but yeah, most of them.
Yeah.
Most of them do. I think it builds a lot of the artists, whenever you're
Makes you grow. That's why I haven't given up. It's like, it's gonna come. I don't gotta have it at 21. What I need it at 21, I'm just gonna spend it on a Rolex and a Bentley anyways. Like, get it at 26. I'm gonna buy a building and make a store out of it.
You're gonna do some, actual good shit with it, not just.
Might just ride around in a Nissan Sentra. Hey, don't worry about.
Hey, that's a good way to save some money though.
It's Definitely. A big way to save some money.
But yeah, I feel like whenever you last a little bit longer, whenever you come into the game a little bit longer, a lot of these artists come in at 17 years old and then they spend a lot of their money and
then you go MC Hammer.
Yeah. And then, I think we were talking at the studio a little bit about a lot of them are buying chains and shit like status symbols and
Facts.
spending all this money.
And you can see I don't wear it. But one chain like 2 years ago, I wore it for like 6 months. I thought I was the shit, and then I was like, this chain doesn't make me, and I never wore it again. Actually, their mother has it in her purse all the time. I'm like, why do you even carry that? Like all that.
I follow Johnny Dang on Instagram, and then you see these rappers go in there and they're like, $500,000 on my neck, and they're just like, why though?
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. I mean, if you got the money, and
it's cool.
You want to be fly? That's fly. Mayweather's fly. But
he's
be smart with it.
He's also like a millionaire. So.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Be cool, but like if you have $1 million to spend on that, have another $1 million for property.
Yeah.
Don't just spend everything you got on a chain.
Don't spend your only $1 million.
Yeah, you get an advance for $1 million, spend $10,000 on a chain. The rest of the money, market yourself correctly if you're an artist. That's what you're doing, right? Don't think that because you're gonna get a couple more likes and a couple more followers because of a chain. Nah, it ain't lit.
That's crazy. Nah. $500,000 on chains, and then they spend like $50,000.
And then their family is broke. Like measure your own success with how many people you bless. How many people you put on. If you got your family, in your business with you, then you putting on, then you're rich because you're not by yourself. You're not alone. You're not rich. Like, what's the point of making it to the top and being by yourself?
If your mom's still in the hood and you got $500,000 on your neck, come on now.
Priorities fucked up.
Out here making $1 million with my mom out here in the hood risking her life every day.
If your baby mama's still on food stamps and you got $500,000 on.
Facts. Like my baby mama's still on that, but I ain't made it yet, and I'm not fronting. Like
you ain't.
Once I'm at that point, if I got a platinum record and I'm making bread, and the mother of my children are like that, I'm wrong. I'm living wrong. My mentality is wrong.
You got to take care of yours first.
Take care of your people. Take care of your close friends, the people that support you the most, people that hold you down, even if it's not music. People that just have your back when you're down and they text you randomly, they FaceTime you, just to tell you go have a good day in the morning or sleep well. Those people, you make sure you take care of them once you come up.
Those are the people that are the most important.
It's a fact.
Hey, that's real.
That was real.
That is. But man, it's crazy how some people's priorities are really just.
It's the pressure. The society, it pressures you to think that you need these things and you don't. Be yourself. Close your eyes. Go look in the mirror a couple of minutes and be like, all right, this is who I really am.
Because, shit, especially like maybe they get that advance like you're talking about and shit. Six months ago, you didn't have none of that. 6 months ago, you were bummy.
That shit didn't break you before. Why is it going to make you now?
That's crazy. But let's get into this new project. I want to talk a little bit about it. And just from what we were in the studio, it's very diverse.
Yeah. A little bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything. How do you feel diversity and like the versatility is important to an artist?
I think all these years I've been working on not being the same. I was just talking to SB about this the other. Shout out something better. He was asking me like, yo, what you think about my records? I was like, yo, I like it. I think you're a phenomenal rapper when it comes to lyricism, but you need to like change your sound a little bit because you can keep doing it, but every once in a blue experiment, and that's how do you make an album. An album is not just being lyrics; it's sounds, finding different subjects to talk about, different beats, and that's how you make an album that's gonna stand out personally. And it's just about trial and error.
How do you think diversity and versatility goes in music?
I mean, it's important, especially if you're going to put out a project. You want each song to mean something and each song to have a different vibe or a different feeling. So no matter who listens to the project, they can get something out of it. If you have 10 songs that all sound the same, it sounds
like one long song.
It's just watered down, So working with Stewart, like, I'm happy I get to work with him because it doesn't really matter what I send him. He finds a way to, like, make something out of it. He's not just one of these rappers like, oh, I want this type beat. I want a Playboy Cardi type beat. I want this
no
kind
type.
of beat.
I remember we talked at Indie Fest, and that was the first thing you said. You said, I'm a producer, and I make real beats, no type beats.
That shit is so whack, man. Like, if you're talented, if you're a musician, like, make something original, something creative that comes from your mind. Don't try to, like, ride someone else's wave, It comes out better that way because no one can make something how Metro Boomin does or how Pierre does. Be you, know?
You.
You can't be Tay Keith.
Yeah. Not everybody can be Tay Keith, Just do what you know, make good music, be creative, be original.
Inspire
stand
other
out.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you produced the Everybody track, and that's way over here in Spanish. And
he produced every record you saw the other day.
and then you go to like the one that I don't remember what it was called, but it was very sample heavy, and it was sampled, and that's a big leap.
Yeah, I just love all different kinds of music, so I try to make that reflect in the beats I make and the music I make.
Man, that's talent to be able to get anything and then just work with it.
Yeah,
it's just years and years of just grinding and just be like, all right, let me listening to other artists, and being, you gotta soak it in, and then try it again. Try it. If it doesn't, you don't like it that time, try it again. It might work out the next time. I'm not every record that we recorded doesn't mean it's gonna go out. It's just, we recording to see what the best things that my mind is telling me. This is what I'm gonna put out. Like, my mind is the person that's in charge of all this. Like, I'm not personally. I'm just a body. I'm just here. But my mind and whatever it is that helps me make these words come out of my mind. That's who's really in charge of this.
So for a project that's gonna have like 20 songs on it, how many do you actually record to like narrow it down to those?
We just recorded. It's
keep
like
going. Probably like 30,
I got money
40
for the
songs.
studio. I got money for the studio. We go into the studio. We are the people who are gonna decide what songs, and there might end up being 10 songs.
Yeah.
But we don't know until we keep going. We're just gonna keep recording until July.
Yeah, whatever I send them, we try to make something out of it. If it comes out great, awesome. Let's keep that one in the tuck. But we just keep consistently going to the studio and making new music, so we have as much different songs to choose from when it comes to narrowing it down for the project.
How not picky, but how perfectionist are you whenever it comes to your beats?
That's kind of like my Achilles heel, because I'll make something and I listen to it so many times, my brain starts to tell me, okay, what's wrong with it? Like, what can I change? Or it's like, okay, I don't like it anymore. But
you listen to it so many times, it just becomes like, what else can I add to it?
Yeah, and that's how you end up messing it up, because if it's finished, it's good, you like it, okay, leave it alone, start on something else. But I like whenever I feel like you don't have to add too much to a beat. You don't have to have like all these crazy sounds on it. It just has to sound good. It has to have a good vibe, and it has to be like, it can't have all these things on it to where there's no space for the rapper to create on it.
You have to let the beat breathe, and
you gotta leave room.
Space, and that's something, whenever people are getting into production, they just want to throw all these sounds on there, and then you have 10 tracks of different stuff, and then it leaves no room for an artist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man. It's difficult out here for being a producer.
It is.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't be a producer.
A lot of time.
It is.
I think I'd rather get into rapping again before I fucking become a producer. I can't. I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna spit everything on this mixtape.
From the heart.
This mixtape's gonna be mine.
Yeah, I mean, yo, shout out to Slump Session mixtape coming out soon, man.
Yes.
You already
If
know.
you an artist out there, hit him up. Hit him with some fire. Make sure he goes to your session so he can see you spit. He can see you in the work. He can see you in the lab. And we can make it happen. You know, I'm on it. Hopefully I got more records I can keep putting on it and I can help him out, make the most fire mixtape that we can.
Hey, that was really good to go out there and actually connect with you outside of just doing an interview.
Thanks.
So any artist out there, man, get a connection outside of just here.
Yeah, don't just try to be a media. Don't try to hit up the media guy trying to just be cool with him for opportunity.
I'm gonna support everybody. I support all artists, and I try to do my best to be able to push everybody,
to the next level.
Yeah.
I think you do a great job of that. Like,
Facts. Shout out Slump Session.
providing a platform for the underground artists. That's really important, especially at that stage, because you're kind of building your brand. You want your fans to know like more about you, like more outside of the music. So I think you do a really good job of that.
Thank you. I like to bring artists in here. A lot of times it's their first interviews, and it gives them something to
look forward to.
Yeah, and whenever you're getting into an artist, I want to know more about the people. That's why I started doing it. I just want to know more about the artists that I talk to, and that's something interesting to me. I like to get to know people beyond just the music.
Yeah.
Like even just listening to your music, you try to pick apart and
See
get
what
into
this
the
person is.
Yeah, because music's not easy, and you put a lot of yourself into your music.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people tell me that's a down thing, but I'm at the same time like it's just gonna take more time.
But it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
You put a lot of personality. You put a lot of what's going on in life.
These little girls are in my music all the time.
Oh,
yeah.
Sometimes I think to myself like, yo, should I just keep that a little more like quiet in my music? But I'm like, but that's really what I'm going through on my day to day. You know, it's like when a hustler's out there like, slanging on the street. He's talking about it all the time because he's slanging every day.
That's what happens. I mean, you got to put what's real in there, and if you don't like it, I mean, there's people who have kids that are.
So it's gonna be, a parent probably going through the same struggle I'm going through.
Exactly.
So he's gonna be relating to that. He's gonna be bumping that on his way to work. You know?
People like music that they relate to.
When I all the other experience, like when I hung out with a couple things, doing some crazy things, and I talk about it in my music, those people can relate. Those nights I spend in a precinct or something. People relate to that. They can also relate to being a parent.
A precinct. That's that New York.
That county.
Right? Precinct.
That precinct is a New York shit.
Yeah, but first you go to the precinct, then you go downtown to bookings, then you go
bookings.
to it's a different thing than out here. I've seen it. I'm like, shit, man, it's better out here, to be honest, to me.
I wouldn't want to go to jail, New York.
Yeah, man,
Fuck
it's a
that.
process. New York City, yo, they got me like 4 times, bro. I've been in jail in Queens. I've been in Brooklyn. I've been in Manhattan. The Tombs was the most crazy. That's in Manhattan. You see everybody slanging in jail. I had some weight on me. Not crazy, just a couple of 3-4 grams on me.
It's 3 or 4 pounds. That's it.
Nah, I had it, smuggled up there, and people in there were like, "Yo, I'll give you $100 right now, whatever I got in my pocket," because some people are not gonna come out, and that up in jail is even more expensive.
And triples, quadruples it.
Yo, it's crazy in there.
risk.
You get, especially if you got that loud. People are like, "Whoa!" But yeah, man.
New York just seems like a whole different world out there.
Yeah,
It
I can't
is.
wait. Yo, May 26th. If this comes out before then, May 26th, I got a show in SOBs. Go get your tickets.
It'll be out before then.
The girls, they'll appreciate everybody buying tickets that are coming now. We're going to be giving out pizza to the people. We're going to be doing community work for the people. We're going to run around the city, start giving out pizza just to everybody. Whoever wants a pizza, all you got to do is follow me.
Yeah. Hey, that's real.
Simple.
Right.
That's real. Helping out the community and shit, that's definitely important.
Yeah, I really want, once I get the bread up and I got that budget available, I definitely want to help out both New York and Houston, and then little by little we'll help out other things. We'll start finding little other causes that we can help, make a wish, all that.
Yeah. Damn. So you're going to be out in New York?
Yeah, I'm going to be in New York from the 26th to the 29th, man.
That's dope. That's
Back home.
back home doing a
I'll
show.
be out in the drop top, so you catch me in the drop top smoking something, just say hi.
Hey, just say, hey, Stu.
What up?
What up, Stu?
Yeah, what's going down?
Exactly.
No, they don't say that up there.
Nah.
What up, B?
Yeah.
What up, son? Dude.
Shout out to them for being good so far.
I know.
They're doing
Yeah.
great.
They've been here and they're just being
chilling.
patient with us.
They are. They know Dad's
They
working.
definitely need a diaper change, but we'll get that done after this.
They know Dad's working,
Oh,
man. That's cool that you bring them though.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I was like, yeah, we could do it a different day, but honestly, like, I want the world to see me 100% as me. Like, I didn't wear a chain. I didn't wear, nothing cool. I literally wore this yesterday. I woke up and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta interview today. I'm like, I don't got time to get changed. I had to go bring a TV bag. I got to take care of them. I'm like, I'm just gonna go. I see him outside already. I'm just throwing on shorts. So we're leaving. Let's do it.
And very prompt too. That's
I told you, I was like, when I say I'm gonna be somewhere at a certain time, I'm
That's
there
important.
at a
It's
certain time.
so important.
Don't miss out on an opportunity. I had an opportunity and I came because I appreciate that.
Yeah, a lot of artists come through here and sometimes they're late. But I'm not saying nothing. I mean, I guess I did, but but I'm here. I'm here. I'm glad y'all are here.
Facts.
Definitely.
Hey man, so you got the show coming up. What else do you got? You got the album you're working on.
I got this little single that I'm working. Another little single I'm throwing out soon. I'm working on the treatment for the visual. Got a couple of singles that I'm thinking about throwing out, but I have to pick the right one. Shout out Meezy. Meezy really wants me to put out
Shout
Feel
out
Me.
Meezy.
But I'm waiting. I'm just, I dropped that song in April. I really wanted to get to 1,000 views. So go look me up on YouTube, StewartZ, man. Everybody's out right now.
That's a dope one.
Run up them views.
Yes, definitely. I kind of wanted to ask you on your Instagram the other day, you were talking about being healthy. You were talking about...
I just became a vegetarian.
Yes, okay. I wanted to see, what is that about, man? Maybe I might want to make the change too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I was 150. When I was young, I wasn't the best shape of my life. So I gained a lot of weight after these girls, man. I gained like 40 pounds.
That happens.
Yeah, so it's just being an adult.
I gained like 200 pounds after my daughter.
Yeah. But, at the end of the day, it's like, but that doesn't mean just because we're a parent, we have to be like this. We can't be a stereotypical parent. We got to be great parents, Yeah, we can't have that dad bod. We got to look good for ourselves. You can't just be a parent. It's something that I tell some people, like, yeah, you're a father. Be a great father, but be a great musician too, just open up your eyes. It's more than just being a parent,
Yeah.
Show, because if you're just going to be a parent, what are you showing your kids when they're getting older? What else are they going to be good at? If you're a good basketball player, show your kids you're a good basketball player so they could be a good basketball player.
I can't play basketball. You can play basketball?
No, I'm trash.
You trash?
It's so bad.
You good at basketball?
I'm all right. Shout out about, Bryant High School. That's where we play high school basketball at.
That's very New York. Very
Yes.
going out to the park playing some hoops.
Nah, I play varsity, boy.
Hey, okay.
We played a little bit. I could have played better, but it is what it is. I made the team, I played, and I was there until I failed off.
Damn. So like you just be the best at what you can.
Hey, I pushed that. Be great.
Be great at everything. Everything that you're
we
good at.
We don't say good no more. We say great. Just great.
Be great. No more good.
Yeah, why you gonna be good?
What is
That
good?
ain't enough.
Yeah.
It's good enough?
What's good when you can be
great? Everything you do, great. Explicit. That's what we're looking for.
Hey. Well, man, we definitely waiting for this project. We're gonna be on the lookout.
Yeah,
you
man.
got that show coming out. You got the single that you're gonna be putting out.
And if I sell all my tickets to this show, I'm headlining in Houston.
Oh,
that's the contract I got with Sean Healy. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but shout out Sean Healy Presents. They help out a lot of artists. If I sell out this show, I can headline wherever I want. And I decided I'm a headline in Houston because that's where I'm at right now.
It's only right.
Hey,
I'm already been in New York. I've done a couple shows in Houston, but nothing big. But if I can headline in Houston, it's a start of a great following.
Well, you got a whole catalog of music to headline for.
I got 30 to 45 minutes on stage on May 26th.
Damn.
I'm gonna entertain people. I'm gonna definitely shout out a lot of people, a lot of artists that have been gone right now due to crazy stuff on these streets or just inflicting it on themselves. But we're gonna take care of the world, man, little by little.
What do you bring to a performance? Do you bring that energy, or are you real chill on stage? Or
No, I bring that energy because I don't rap with my lyrics in the back.
No,
I don't rap with my lyrics in the back, so it's even harder.
No vocals on the track.
It takes a certain mentality to do that.
Yes.
You have to believe in yourself to a certain. I've had performances where I forget my lyrics, but then it's like you
gotta just.
Not everybody can do this. So most of the time, 100% of the time since like 2016, I perform just me and the beat. and then my ad libs in the back just to make it cooler.
You got your
yeah, it hypes me up because I don't have a hype man, so I just be hyping myself up with my own ad
Pastor Keith's your
libs.
hype man.
Yeah, I told him last time. We gotta work on it. We gotta work on it.
I don't know about
We really have to rehearse things. I'm really a big person. I love to rehearse. So like days before the show, you'll find me outside on my balcony or on somebody's backyard screaming to myself, like rapping to myself. If I fuck up a song, I perform it again. I do that. They'll be next to me. I'll be rapping to them and I see how they react to me too. You know.
That's crazy. Not a lot of people. I mean, actually rap with no vocals.
Yeah, it's crazy. You need a lot of water. You got to be in great shape.
Yeah.
You lose your breath, you know.
You lose your breath. You can't be drinking on stage.
I don't drink.
Yeah, you said you stopped drinking?
Stop drinking, but even if I let's say I had a drink once in a blue, I never drink on a day of performance. Never. Stopped that. I used to do that when I was like, again, 21, and like I was really learning the game, and I realized that I don't need none of that. Like, what am I going to lose from getting on stage? And if I get booed, I get booed, but I want to do it the right way. I want to do it me. I want my mind to be there. I don't want to just be in the back of my mind and let my body talk.
Yeah, I forgot where I was watching an interview with somebody, and he was an older. I forgot who it was, but he was an older rapper, and he was talking about how back in the day he used to drink and get super high on stage and stuff. But as you get older and as you progress as an artist, you realize that your health and being able to do a full set without huffing and puffing and all that. You can't be doing that. Yeah. And to put on a good show, you have to be in shape. You have to practice. A lot of artists don't practice.
No, they don't.
And that's why they're rapping with their lyrics in the back, because all they're doing is hyping themselves. They're not rapping. In the 80s, you were an MC. You weren't a rapper. Yeah. You were moving the crowd. You
had to stand there and actually talk to the people. It's not the speakers talking to the people.
And you're not just push play and then they're on.
Man, we just have a beat and it's like, we start rapping, we start feeling it. We want people to feel us from the bottom. I want you to hear my voice. I don't want you to hear my recorded voice.
Yeah.
If I'm sick, you're going to hear that I'm sick. I want you to see that I'm sick and I'm out here grinding.
If you start getting hoarse throughout the show, you're going to feel it.
People understand me. People are going to relate to that. Like, oh, he's really working. All right, let's listen to him. Let's stay a little more quiet so he can speak up and we can hear him.
That's dope. I like that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, 2019, don't be rapping over your tracks,
man.
man.
I mean, if it's a new record, you get to slide, but know your record.
Yeah.
Know your records.
Don't fall back on the actual recorded voice.
Facts. Know your records.
Definitely. 2019. Step your performance games up.
Stand out. Do something different.
Man, so I appreciate y'all for coming by.
Hey, most man, definitely. Slump Session. Appreciate it. Shout out Sophia. Shout out my daughters. Everybody.
Shout out everybody who
great vibes.
Shout out everybody, man. Everybody who's supporting somebody. Shout out to the support systems back there.
Facts.
Shout out to everybody who's really
show love, get love.
Yes, exactly.
Much appreciation to Slump Session. Just shout out everybody that's out here grinding and working and creating music. It's hard, but keep doing it. Be consistent. Work hard. Evolve. You'll get there. Shout out my family. Shout out my girlfriend. More music on the way. Me and Stewart got a project dropping late this quarter. October-ish. Yeah. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be really dope.
Definitely. Where can they find you on Instagram and everything?
You can follow me on Instagram at PastorKeith713, PastorKeith 713.
Pastor Keith, where can they find you and your music and everything?
Hey, man, everywhere you want to look. I'm pretty simple. StewartZ, StewartZ. Everywhere. The only place that you can't find me is on Twitter. You just put Stu has tweets. I got the tweets, man. I tweet every once in a blue.
Instagram, everything StewartZ.
StewartZ.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for coming by. This is dope.
God bless.
Hey, we definitely going to have to link up again. We definitely going to do some more stuff in the future, for
Facts.
sure.
Definitely.
I like y'all's grind. I like what y'all got going on.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You got a great producer, and you got a great artist.
Great rapper, definitely.
Y'all work together.
Y'all are doing it. It's going to happen.
Like you said, man, y'all are going to win together.
And we're going to win.
That's the plan.
Hey, y'all win together. I appreciate y'all. And thank you to these.
Thank you so much.
Dile, thank you.
Thank y'all for being good.
Oh, yeah.
Facts. Appreciate that.
Hey, once again, this episode is brought to you by Fishscale84 and Reneka App Builders. Links will be in the description if you want to donate to the Kiss a Pig fundraiser. Help somebody out. It's tough out here for people who love sweets, man. Diabetes is a bitch.
Facts.
I don't have it, but
healthy.
stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Hey, stay slump.
Push start as my whip. Twin girls with my kids. Got it tatted on my ribs. Do it big, do it big. Fuck it, get it how you get it. Doesn't matter, go get it. This another slump session. Give respect, not a